includes
Nesse vídeo, você vai aprender.
Hello friend, welcome back. In this video, I want to discuss about that array and object destructuring. Better, I want to show you that things with the live example. Right now, I want to make it as a array, okay, array and object destructuring. Okay, and first of all I want to discuss about that object destructuring. So if you want to working with this, first of all I want to call one of the object. I just name it as a constant variable, okay, one of the constant variable, and into this constant I name one of the object as a user. Okay, whatever the name actually you choose, right now I take one of the object. So into this object, first of all, I'm going to take one of the property. I name it as a Aryan. Okay, I name it as a Aryan. Great. And also I want to take another property as a age, and for the age I make it as a 40. And also if you want to add that into this same object, if you want to declare another object, then you can also declare it. Then what exactly you have to do? I just take another property as address. And here I want to create another object into this same object, and into this area I take another two of this. One of the will be as a longitude, okay, longitude, another property, a longitude. Right now I make it as a this type of one of the longitude. Okay, I simply take it, and also I take another one as a latitude. So latitude will be our another value. I simply put another value that will be our latitude value. Okay friend, I hope it's very much clear to you. Then that will be as a comma and then semicolon. Great. And now I want to declare one of the function. Okay, here I want to declare another function. I first of all load our function keyword, and here I name it as a greeting. Okay, greeting. Great. So into this greeting area, here I want to pass our object. So that is our object as a user object, right? So and now our function, and into this function area, if you want to display with the console log, there is a console log, and into this console log area, I have already discussed about that things with you friend. Then like I just take one of the back tag. Okay, I take that back tag, and now I name it as hello. Okay, hello, and then there is a name. Right, so if you want to access this object property name, then what exactly you have to do? For the first time here you have to add that on the dollar sign, and then I want to access our property name. So if you want to access this property name, first of all you have to use that our object name and then our property name as a name. All right, so then that will be displayed as a property name. So I want to do, after that I want to use that as a and that will be as a age. So I make it as the age. Age will be what exactly you have to do? That is a dollar sign, and then the curly bracket, then the user, and our property name as a age. I simply load it. Okay, I hope it's very clear. Then from to the address. So if you want to use that property, into this property there is another property as a longitude and the latitude, right? So if you want to access it, what exactly you have to do? The same procedure, from and dollar sign, and then the curly bracket. First of all that will be the user, and after that user our property name as a address, right? So after that address, then our another one as a longitude or latitude. So I want to use that as a longitude. Okay, so I hope it very clear to you. There is our object, and then the property, and this property, another property as a longitude. So right now here if you want to access it, you have to access it like that way. Okay, and also better I display that longitude. So if you want to display this longitude, that will be the same. There is a dollar sign, and after the dollar that will be as a user. Sorry, that will be as a curly bracket as a user, and then the address. Into this address I have declared another one as a latitude, right? So now that should be display. Okay, I hope it's very clear to you. I have already discussed about that things thought of the time, and here I want to run our this method. So if you want to run this method, that will be as a greeting, and into this greeting area here, that is our method, right? And into this method I pass on to object. So that is our object as a user object. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you go now click as a refresh, yeah, you can see it's now successfully display all the data. That is a hello, and then the Aryan is visible, and age is also visible, from, latitude, and then that is a longitude. Okay, that means right now you're able to access all the data. So now I want to destructuring our this object. Okay, here I have already discussed about that things with you. Here if you want to access this object, this property, now you can see we are using that user and the name. So if you want to destructuring this object, then what exactly you have to do? Simple work here. First of all, we have to take all that our property name here, like I just take on the constant variable, right? So that is a constant variable, and then I want to take all that our property name, like as a name is a property, age as a property, and that is our address, right? And also into this address area I declare another object as a longitude and then latitude. So first of all, I'm going to take that name, that is our name, and then the age and also the address, right? So that is our all the property. And now I take all the things from our which object, so that is our user object, right? So now I'm going to take it. Okay, friend. So right now when you take that things in here, right now we don't need to use it with the user and the name, only we are able to use that direct name. So here I remove that user, I also remove this user, and also from here I remove this user. Okay, I remove it, and also I want to do and remove it from to this position. So now every thing will be just like that same. If you now click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, you can see our result is that just like that same. And here also another object as a address, and into this address there is another two of this property as a longitude and the latitude. So now we want to take another one. Better I copy it and paste it. There is a constant variable here. Our property name I want to change it as a longitude, right? So that is longitude and then latitude. I simply take both of this in here, and this our object name will be as a address, right? Perfect. So right now here when you take it, right now we don't need to use that address. Okay, so directly you can access that longitude. I remove it, I make this code very small. I hope you like it very much. You can see here I simply remove all that our addresses and then user. I take both of this in here. Now if you click as a save all, now if you go click as a refresh, our structure and our data is just like that same before. I hope, friend, it's very much clear to you how can destructure your object. So that is the simple process you have to follow. And also there is another one as a array destructuring. If you want to do that work, then you have to do like before I take on the variable as a late. So there is a late variable, and here before I name one of the variable name as a numbers or something like that, right? And then we pass all that our array data as a 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So if you want to destructuring this array here, if you want to pass a specific some of the array value data in here, then you can also destructure it in here. So then you have to use that square bracket, and then I name it as A, and then B, and then C, and then D. That means right now for the A value is the 1, for the B value is the 2, for the C value is the 3, and then for the D value will be as a 4. Okay, I show you, like if you now print it with the console log. Okay, with the console log I simply print our all that value as a and then B and C and then D. Okay, now every value will be that means for our A that will be as a 1. Now that should be printed. Now if you click as a save all, now go there, click as a refresh, you can see there is a 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Perfect. So here we destructuring our array. Okay, so in the next video I want to discuss about another ES6 feature as a set. Okay, how can working with this? I will show you that things with a live example. Hello friend, welcome back. In this video I want to discuss about that ES6 another data structure as a set. Better I want to make it as a ES6 as a data. Okay, data structure. Okay, data structure, and data structure name as a set. Okay, that is a set. So what exactly that set? In array we load list of element, right? So we can also do that work with using that set. Better I show you. Right now I remove everything. Okay, I remove everything. Like I take one of the variable as a set. Okay, and then I take one of the object with this new and then set. Okay, so that is our set. So now here I simply created it, and after that here if you want to add multiple value, so into the set area you cannot add that repetitive value. In array we can able to add that repetitive element, but in set you cannot able to add that repetitive element. Like I show you, I take one of the with the set I want to add. Okay, I take that add here I want to add as a 100. Okay, I simply added that 100, and also I take another one as a set add. Okay, I make it as a set and then add, and into the set add area I want to add another element as a 200. Okay, and then I take another one with the set add. Here I want to take add another element as a 300, and also I take another repetitive element as a take set add, and I just simply added another repetitive element as a 100. So here 100 is the repeated, right? Now if you want to show it, like I just with the console log, I want to load our set variable, and now what exactly this data will be displayed. Like I just click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see, friend, it's now display as a 100, 200, 300, but here that is actually the 4 element, right? And into this position 100 is the repetitive. For the reasons you can see, it's not display any repetitive value. Okay, friend, I hope it's very much clear to you. And also here, if you want to get that size, that means how many elements we have right now here already it's display as a 3 element, right? You can also display it. You can also display it with another property. So they have another property as a set size. So into the console log, I want to display this set. Sorry, that will be the set, and here I want to declare another property as a size property. You can see that is one of the properties. So now I simply loaded the size property, and now if you click as a save all, and now if you go now click as a refresh, now you can see it's now display as a 3. That means they have the 3 elements in our this set area. Okay, perfect. And also if you want to delete it, like here from to this set elements, here if you want to delete some of the particular value, you can also delete it. Then they have another method as a set, and then the delete method. Okay, so that is a set delete. So with this set delete, I want to remove that 200 right now. That means 200 that should be not display. If you now copy it, and then after that if you paste it, click as a save all, and now refresh. Now you can see it's now display as a 2, and also our 200 is totally gone from to this area. Okay, if you want to delete it, you can delete it with the set delete method. And also you can do the same things with using the for. I want to traverse with the for, like as a for, okay, for off loop. So I want to take one of the variable as a I name it as a el. Okay, I name it as a el, and then I want to use that as a for off loop, and then here we have to pass our set element. I have already take it with the set, right? So that is our set, and in particular that position. Now if you want to display it, there is a console, and then console log. Here I want to display our which things. I want to display our this element, right? So that will be as the element. Simple. Now that should be also work. Now click as a save all. Now go there, click as a refresh. Here you can see it's now successfully printed as a 100 and then 300, because they have the 2. I have already deleted one value, so right now there is a 2 value, right? Perfect. And also you can all do that work with using that for each. I hope you already remembered that part. That is a set and then the for each. Okay, I simply loaded that for each, and here I want to pass first of all our element. I name it as an element, whatever the name actually you choose. Right now I name it as an element el. Okay, and you can use that array function. So if you use that array functions, then what exactly you have to do, then that will be our array function. So into this array function there is a console and then the console log, and here I want to pass our this element, that will be as an element. Okay, that is the same things right now I am doing with the for each. So our result now that should be the same. If you now click as a save all, now go there, click as a refresh. Now you can see that is the same result as a 100 and then 300. And also if you want to make it as empty, that means here from to the our set, I want to remove everything. Okay, so then there is another method as a clear method. Just remember all, as I told you a lot of the time, friend, remember all that functionality. Literally everything will be needed. Like there is a set and then another function name as is clear. You can see there is one of the clear method. I simply declare one of the clear methods. So when you declare this clear method, automatically everything will be clean. Like I want to run it. That is a console log. With the console log area, I want to run our set. Right? I name it our set variable as a set. So now I simply load it. Okay, that is our set. Means here I take it all the things in our set area. Great. Now if you want to check it, click as a save all. Now that will be return one of the empty array. Now click as a refresh. You can see that is a totally empty. Okay, that is a totally empty. Right now in our this array, the set area, they have no value. Okay, that is totally clean. So that is one of the clean method. Okay, friend, I hope you get some of the idea how to work with the set. So that is one of the data structure of that ES6. Okay. Hello friend, welcome back. In this video, I want to discuss about another ES6 data structure as a map. Okay, map. So I have already discussed about that map in array. So right now that is the one of the data structure. Okay, here we can actually do that multiple work with this. Better I show you. Better I remove it everything. First of all, I want to declare one of the map. Okay, I name it as a map. What of the name actually choose, that is one of the variable, and here I want to do and to load our map. That means here I want to declare one of the map in here, that is the map. Great. So into this map area, like here, if you want to translate some of the things, English to Hindi, English to italic, so here English will be one of the key, and then it will be translated with the another things like as a Hindi, then that will be as a value. I show you with the live example, then that will be better with the map. And then here we have to add that as a set method. Okay, with the set method, first of all I want to do and to declare that, you can see here it's expecting what? It's expecting one of the key, and also it's expecting one of the value. Okay friend, I hope you can understand. When we click as a set, so into the set area there have the two parameter. One parameter will be one of the key, another parameter will be as a value. So first of all I want to do and to pass one of the parameter key. I just make it as a mango. Okay, mango, and this mango call as in Hindi, what exactly that is the Okay, I name it as a So that is a one of the another language. And also if you want to add that multiple one, that is a set, that is a map set, and the first of all that will be to pass two parameter. One will be as a key, so I named another key as a banana. Okay, banana. And also I want to do and to make another value. So this banana value I make it as in Hindi as a cola. Okay, cola. Great. And after that I want to do to take another one in different numeric value. If you want to add that numeric value, then you can also make it like I just name it as a score. Okay, score. And for the score value I want to do to add it as a 100. So this type of one of the value. So in our set method, into the set method, there is a two parameter, one parameter. Just remember, okay, just understand that concept. There is a, in our set method area, there is a two parameter. One parameter will be as a key, another parameter will be as a value. So here I pass one of the key and then value, right? So now if you show it, like I just with this console log, I went to the console log, I want to show that map. Okay, I want to display this map, then what data that will be display. Click as a save all. Now go there, click as a refresh. Now you can see it's now successfully display as a mango, as a banana, cola, and score also is display the value. So now if you want to traverse it with the for loop, then what exactly you have to do? That will be as a for, like there is a for off loop. We can do that work. I have already discussed about that things with you. I just take as a blade and element. Okay, element or ili. Okay, I make it as il, and then the off, that means the for of loop. And then I want to do just simply run our map. So that will be as a map. Right here I simply load this map, and then if you run it, that is a console log, and into this console log I want to do and to print our element, that is a element. Great. So now if you, that is the same things, you can actually display that things like that way with using that for off. Right now if you go there, click as a refresh, you can see there is the same result is now displayed. So that is our mango, banana, and then score. Great. And now if you want to search it, like that means I want to do and to check all the tower key, is there have any mango in here or not? Okay, if there is there have any banana is or not. So if you search all that your key, then there has also another method as a has method. I show you like into the console log area. Here I want to map it. So that means our map or all that map data. Here there is another method as a has method. Okay, with this has method you can actually search it or all that key. You can see it's also showing as a has as a key. Right, so I want to do and search our mango key, is there have any mango or not. So if there have any mango, then that will be written as a true. That means one of the boolean result. Now if you click as a refresh, yeah, you can see it's now successfully displayed as a true. If you make it as a different name, like this element is not in our key area. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see it's now just simply written as a false. Okay friend, I hope it's very much clear to you. And also if you want to delete it, you can also delete it. Then that will be the same concept that I have done before with this map. There is a delete method. I want to simply declare this delete method, and I want to delete our which key. You can see there is a delete method, and also it's expecting one of the key. I want to delete as a banana. Okay, I simply delete this banana, and now if you want to check it with the console log, and here I want to run our this map. Okay, now that should be removed. That means our banana key will be removed. If you now click as a save all, now go there, click as a refresh. Now you can see it's successfully removed. Right now there are the two as a mango and then score. Okay, friend. And also here, if you want to only get that our key, if you want to get that only the value, you can also do that work. So it's very simple. Here only you have to do, there is a console and then this console log, and into this console log area here with this map. Okay, with this map in particular that position, I want to declare another value, another method as a values. Okay, that is a values method. So if you declare this values method, whatever the value in our map area, then that will be already get all that our values. Okay, like I show you, if you now click the save all, and after that I want to just simply refresh it. Now you can see right now it's perfectly get our two of this, because I have already deleted that banana. So for the reasons it's now get that and then this is score. Okay, so you can see that's perfectly get that our value. And if you want to get that only our key, then you can also get it like there is a console and then the console log, and then with our map. Okay, with this map I want to declare our keys. So that will be as a keys. I simply loaded our keys method. Okay, I simply loaded that things in here. Now that should be get all that our map related all that key. Okay, right now I have already deleted that banana, so that means it should be now get that mango and then score. Now click as a save all. Now go there, click as a refresh. Yeah, you can see it's now successfully get that our only key. I hope you get some of the ideas. With this key you will get all that keys, and also with these values you will get all that value. Okay, perfect. And also if you want to clear it, then I have already discussed about that things with you. There is another method as a clear method, right? So if you declare this clear method, then everything will be gone. That means then your console, and the console log I want to declare our map. So when you declare any clear method, that means right now all the data, okay, that means all the data will be clean. That will be as an empty array. Click as a save all. Now go there, click as a refresh. You can see it's not totally clean, so they have no data, right? You can see it's totally clean. Perfect. I hope, friend, you get some of the idea about that data structure of the map. So there is a simple all that process you have to understand, and you have to remember it. Okay. Hello, friend, welcome back. In this video I want to discuss about the weak set and then weak map. Okay, better I want to do, there is also another ES6 features as a weak set and then weak map. Okay, weak set and then weak map. So I have already discussed about that set method. That is already I have discussed about that map. So right now there is another one as a weak set. Okay, so better I show you with the live example, then that will be very clear. I simply remove everything. So that will be the same procedure here. First of all, we have to declare one of the weak set methods. That means here I want to take one of the constant variable. Okay, I take one of the constant variable as a weak set. Okay, I take one of the variable, and then I want to declare one of the weak set. That will be a weak that is a weak set. You can see that is a weak set. I simply loaded this weak set. Okay, so into this weak set and set, that will be the just like that same, only they have one difference. Into the set you can declare all the string value, but in our weak set you cannot declare any string value, any boolean value, only that will be supported as an object. Okay, I show you like for doing this like here, if you want to now check it with the console. Okay, console log, with this console log now we have to check it first, then everything will be more clear. Like here I simply pass it, and I want to declare one of the string type. For adding the string type, that will be just like same before I have done it with the add, right, method. So into this add method, now I want to do, first of all I want to declare one of the string value. Okay, like as Aryan. So as I told you, in weak set here, that will be not supported any string value. It's only will be supported as a object value, right? If you now click as a save all, now that should be display one of the error. Now click as a refresh. Now you can see it's now display one of the error as invalid value used in weak set. Okay, so here that is a invalid value. As I told you, here we have to declare one of the object. So first of all, I want to take two of this object. I take one of the constant variable, and here I take one of the object, okay, the ECT object 1, and also I want to declare one of the object. Okay, so that is our free object. Okay, I take empty object and I want to declare another one as object 2, and for this object 2 I declare another empty object. So here there is another empty object. Now I want to declare add this object, okay, that means object 1. So that is object, so that will be supported into the weak set, right? Just remember all that part. And also I want to do with our add method, I want to add another one as a object 2. Okay, friend. And now if you publish both of these, now there is two of this empty object. Now if you click as a refresh, now you can see it's now successfully get two of this object, because right now all that object, they have no value, there is empty object, but right now you can see both of this is now successfully loaded. Okay, that means object is supported by this weak set. Okay, and now if you want to check it, is there have any object in here or not? If you want to check it, then what exactly you have to do? Think about it. I have already discussed about that things with you. There is another method as a has method. So with this has, we can actually check it, right? Now I want to load that console and then the console log, and into this console log area here that there is a ws that I take it as a weak set, and there is our variable name, and then there is our method name as a has. So with this has, we can actually check it in our set area, that means weak set area, is there have any object or not. I want to declare this object. Now if there have any object, then that is object 1, it will be displayed as a true. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see it's now successfully displayed as a true. And also if you want to check it, is there have any object 2 or not, then you can also check it, that is our object 2. Now if you click as a save all, now that should be also displayed as a true. Click as a refresh, you can see it's displayed as a true. So now I want to delete it. That means I want to delete object 1. So if you want to delete object 1, what exactly you have to do? Just remember, I have already discussed about that things with you. That is one of the delete method, right? So that is our ws, that means our variable name, and here I want to call our delete method. I want to delete our which one? I want to delete right now as a object 1. Okay, so right now I delete object 1. So now if you want to check our object 1 is exist or not, now if you click as a save all, now that should be display false, right? Because I have already deleted that object 1. Now click as a refresh. Now you can see it's not display as a false. I hope friend you get some of the idea about that weak set, right? And now there have the another one as a weak map. I have already discussed about that map, so that will be the just like that same. Only difference between both of these, in weak map you cannot add any string value, only object will be supported. Better I show you here, but I copy it and then after that I paste it. Okay, so now that is our object, that is one of the variable, I name it as a weak map. Okay, weak map, and then I want to create and declare one of the weak map. That means that will be a weak, okay, weak, and then weak map. Okay, I simply declared this weak map. And after that, as I told you, that will be supported one of the object. So here if you want to access it, that will be the weak map, and then that is a set method, right? So we do the set method area. First of all, that will be not supported any string value. Here it will be supported one of the object value. So I name it one of the object, okay, object 1, and this object 1 here I want to pass one of the value as a 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, here I simply pass one of the value. Okay, friend. And now if you want to repository will be everything will be same. Like here, if you now want to check it, is there have any object or not? If you want to check it, then we have to check it with the console log. Then that is our wm. Okay, that is our variable name has. So with this has method, I want to check it, is there have any data in our object 1 area or not? If you want to check it, click as a save all. Now there have some of the object data. It should be displayed as a true. You can see it's now displayed as a true. Great. And if you want to get this object data value, okay, here if you want to get this object data value, you can also get it with the console log. Okay, with the console log, right now I want to run that wm. and then with this get method, okay, with this get method we can get that object, like as a object1 data I want to do and to get. That means all that value that should be now displayed. Click as a save all. Now refresh it. Yeah, you can see it's now successfully display all that value. Okay, friend. And if you want to delete this object, then what exactly you have to do? Then that will be as a WM. That means here our variable name, and then that is our delete, right? So that is our delete method. So into this delete area, I want to do and to delete which one? I want to delete object1. Okay, now if you check it with the console log, and into this console log, that is our variable WM, right? And after that, there is a has. Sorry, there is a has, and with this has, I want to do and to check our object1 is available or not. So that means if they have any value or not. Now that should be deleted because I have already declared that delete method. Now that should be displayed as empty. You can see it's not displayed as empty. I hope, friend, you get some of the idea about that weak map and also about that weak set. Hello friend, welcome back. In this video, I want to discuss about ES6, another one of the most important features as a module. Okay, module. So what exactly that module? Like before, I have already discussed about that things with you. If you run any functions, so into this function area, when you need this function, you can call it, right? Now, if you want to make it into the globally, that means in particular one of the file area, you just simply add all that to your functions, and then when it will be needed, you just simply import this function. Okay, but I show you the live example, then everything will be more clear. I simply remove everything. Okay, I simply remove everything, and here I want to take one of the constant variable. I take one of the constant variable as a add number. Okay, add number. So this type of one of the variable. Okay, and here I want to do and to declare two of this parameter. One is the number. Okay, number, I make it as a number 1, and another one I want to do and to take it as a number 2. Okay, number 2. Perfect. And then there is our array function. So into this function area, I want to do to declare two of this that will be added, two of this, both of this number that will be as a number, right? Number 1 plus number 2. That means that will be add both of this number. I have already discussed about that things with you. So now if you want to add it, then also you have to pass one of the value, right? So here into the console, okay, into the console log, here into the console log area, I want to do that is in our which name as a add number, right? Into this add number area, here I want to pass our both of this parameter value as a 10, and also I want to pass another one as a 30. Okay, 30. Now that should be add both of this number, right? So here I take everything, and that is our array one of the function. I hope you already know about it. Now if you click at the save all, now go there, click as a refresh. Now you can see it's now successfully displayed as a 40. So right now I want to do that is our function, right? So this function here, this function I want to do and to make it as a globally. Okay, for doing this, better JavaScript. Here I want to do and to create another new file, and I just name it as a main.js. Okay, I name it as a main.js. So into this main.js, here I want to do and to take it. I simply cut it from to this position, and then in our main.js here I paste it. Now whenever this function will be needed, you can call it in here. Okay, so for the reasons, the first time from to this position we have to export it. Okay, that will be the export, and then default. Okay, the export default, and then our function name as a add number. Okay, I simply from here I export this function. Okay friend, I hope it's very clear. And now we have to access it. Right now we have to import it in here. So if you want to import it, then only you have to do that will be the import, and from here I pass that our function name, that is our function name as a add number, right? So that will be the add number. Add number from our which place, that will be our file name, our file location as a main.js, right? So there is a main.js. So I simply loaded this file. I hope friend it's very clear. So here I have already created as a main.js. So now I simply import this file, and in particular that area I have already declared our function. Okay, so that is our global function. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see it's now show some of the error as uncatched syntax error, cannot use import statement outside a module. So if you get this type of one of the error, only you have to do in our index, and that is our index.js. Here into the script area you have to use that as a type. Okay, type will be as a module. Okay, module. So here only you have to write down this one. Okay, type will be as a module. Now if you click as a save all, now that should be work. Click as a refresh. Yeah, you can see it's now successfully display that value. Okay friend, I hope everything is very clear. So here I have already imported our main.js file, and into this main.js area I have already declared one of the method, and from to this area I export it and then I import it. So whenever this method will be needed in our every pages, you can simply import it from to this area. I hope everything is very clear friend. Hello friend, welcome back. In this video, I want to discuss about JavaScript latest some of the features as a pad start, pad end, and the trim start, trim end. Let's start it with the pad start. Okay, that will be as a pad start. Okay, and then pad end. So what exactly that means? Like here I show you the live example, then everything will be more clear. Like as I take another variable as a minute. Okay, minute. So that is a minute variable, and here I take one of the string value as a 4. Okay, so that will be as a 4, and also I take another variable as hour, and hour I make it as a 8. Okay, so that will be as a 8. Great. So now if you want to add that 2 length, okay, like that is a 1 length right now. So if you want to add that 2 length, and also before if you want to add another string value, then you can actually do that work with using that pad start. And same as for the pad end. Like here I want to do, like here there is a 4, right? So before I want to add another length. If you want to do, but I show you, then everything will be more clear. That is just very simple. So into the console log, there is a minute. Okay, into this minute area I want to load this method as a pad. You can see that is a pad start and the pad end. So now I want to do, first of all I want to use that as a pad start. So into this pad start I want to do, here you can actually pass the two of this parameter. One is the maximum length, another is the number. So maximum length here I want to do like for as a 2. Okay, here I want to take it as a 2. That means the 2 will be our maximum length. And then the number, that means which things you want to display, like as a filter string, that means the string. So here after that I want to pass another string value. That means that it will be as a 2 number, and here I want to use it before that our value I want to use that as a 0. Okay, that means that should be added, that 0. So if you want to do that work, then you can do, like here I want to add that as a 0. Okay, that means 0 will be added. Now if you click as a save all, now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see that is a true length, and then a 0 is added. And also if you want to make it as a 4 length, now that should be displayed as a 40. Okay, now click as a refresh, you can see there is a 3, and there is our total length as a 4, and before this length it's actually matched with this 0. Okay, that is a 0, that is our total 4 length, there is a 3, 0, and then there is our 4. Okay, and also the same as for the hour. So I better take with the console log, and into the console log now there is our hour. Okay, hour, and here I want to load that pad end. Okay, that is a pad end. So into this pad end, that will be the same. After this letter, okay, after this your variable value, here it will be add that thing. So like that is our pad end, and into this pad end here you can see that is one of the method, and this that will be first of all that is a maximum length, and then that will be the string. So I want to pass that maximum length as a 3 right now, and here I want to pass that as a 0. Okay, that means after that 8 it will be added as a 30, right? So because there is actually the 3 value. Now if you check it, that is our total value will be 3, that means the 8, and then that will be as a 20. Now if you click as a save all, that will mean it should be displayed as 800. You can see there is a 8, and then there is a total length, and then there is a 0. So now it's successfully displayed as 0. I hope friend you get some of the idea. So it's very important one of the part. If you want to make it as a 5, now that should be as a 5. Now click as a refresh. Now you see it's now displayed as a 5. So here if you don't want to use any string value, like for now I will make it as a empty. Then our length, I have already added that length as a 4. So automatically now that will be in our all that empty spaces, it will be add one of the space. If you now click as a save all, now refresh it. Now you can see friend, before that is actually space, that is our total length as a 4, there is a 1. Okay, you can see there is a 1, 2, 3, and then 4, but in our these 3 is the empty. That means all that are spaces. Okay, I hope you get some of the idea how to work and deal with the pad start and then pad end. And also now there is another one as a trim. and then trim, okay, trim and. Now I want to declare both of these. So what exactly that trim start and the trim end, better I want to show you the live example. If you want to do that work, like I take one of the variable as a trim name, okay, I name it as a trim name, and then here I pass one of the string value. I just put some of the spaces, and here I name it as aryan. Okay, so before that aryan string value, here I pass one of the empty spaces, and also after that I pass one of the empty spaces. So if you want to remove all that spaces from your string, then you can actually remove it by this trim. Okay, and if you want to remove it before these spaces, then that will be as a start, the trim start, and all that spaces will be removed by this trim end. I show you. Like here, first of all, if you want to check that length, you can also check it. That is a console log, right? Into the console log area, that is our trim name, right? That is a trim name. And into this trim name, first of all, I'm going to check all length with the length properties. Now, if you click as a save all, now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see it's now display as a 12. Right now, that is our 12 space. Okay, here if you want to remove all that spaces, then what exactly you can do? So I name the same name, okay, trim. I name is a trim, and then with our trim name, and with this trim name, I want to declare our method as a trim. Trim. You can see that is one of the trim method. So when you run the trim method, it should be automatically remove all that your spaces. Like here, if you run that console log again, and here if you want to check that your trim name length with the length properties, if you want to check it, then everything will be more clear to you. Before is passing that as a 12. Now that should be all that our empty spaces will be gone. Because refresh, you can see now that is display only that letter, that is a 3 and then 3, that is a 6, right? And all that empty spaces is now totally gone. So if you want to remove that spaces from our previous one, then you have to declare as a trim start. Okay, then that will be as a trim. You can see there is a trim and trim left, trim start. So then you have to call that as a trim start. Then it should be remove our first all that spaces. Click as a save all. Now if you check that length, now you can see it's going to display as a 9. So there is actually the 3 and then 6. That is a 9. Okay, and also if you want to remove that last one, then that will be as a trim and. Okay, there is a trim start. Okay, trim. I want to do trim and. You can see there is a trim and. So now if when you run that as a trim and, then that will be remove all that our last spaces. I hope, friend, you get some of the idea about that pad start, pad and trim start, and then trim and.